ladies and gentlemen, I'm John Gray, and I'm here with Coach John Olive on the fifth quarter show, and we have a 10-0 football team, Coach. Congratulations.
State
region champion.
I'm very proud of these young men. They've been a blast to be around, and they're really fun to watch.
Fun? It's incredible. Last night, I complained because I was sick and I couldn't go to the Fayetteville game and see almost a perfect first half of football. Well, I think I saw another one almost last night.
It was pretty good. I mean, we got after them pretty good, and our young men, they do well. They get themselves ready to play, and I'm very proud of them.
Well, and they didn't have a whole lot of numbers. For those who don't know, we played Maplewood last night. Most of you watching this show probably know that. They didn't have a whole lot of kids there, but their kids were pretty good-looking kids.
They're still very athletic. Now,
Yeah.
The one thing they don't have that they had a couple of years ago when we were playing them in the state quarterfinals, they don't have the linemen that they had a couple of years ago. Now, they still have kids that can run and close and so forth, but they're missing linemen right now. And to me, that's probably the bunch that when the COVID hit, and he started trying to hang on to players because they got delayed for when they could open their season up and even practice, etc. He probably lost his linemen during that time period. That's kind of a hard position to hang on to people if you're not getting some reward someplace along
So they go somewhere else and play.
Either that or they just decided not to play this year.
Not to play, period.
Yeah, that would be my guess, that most of them decided not to play. Now, he lost some players. He lost players, including his own son. His own son ended up at David Lipscomb playing for them.
That's tough if you're a coach.
Yeah, but it was his son.
The dad made that decision.
His son has the opportunity to go to Ivy League schools.
Right.
But he needed 2 classes, which Maplewood didn't offer, and so Lipscomb did.
Right.
And so I think you had that as a factor for the young man, and also I think Dad's wondering whether is Metro Nashville going to be allowed to play or not. Private schools are, and so that's how he ended up, I think, at Lipscomb.
Well, if you look right between us, behind us, there's a jacket back there that belongs to my son, Jacob Gray, and it is from the 1999 season, and it's a 10-0 Region 4 championship jacket. Or Region 5, whatever it was at that point.
Whatever it was, I don't remember either.
And last time we had a 10-0 season.
Last time's 1999, and if I remember right, I can be corrected by somebody that has better memory than I do now. I think 1943 is the only other undefeated team in the history of our high school for a regular season. So for this bunch to go through the regular season and end up undefeated, as I keep saying, my hat's off to these young men and to the coaches that work their tails off. Our assistant coaches, they absolutely get after it, and they get after it more than just during the football season. They are constantly working year-round to try to help our young men be the best football players and the best football team they can be. And our strength staff, we have Larry Campbell that comes in, and Whitney Morris works with our young people in the weight room on some days, and Coach Sis obviously heads all that up. I've got to figure out how to get Coach Campbell registered with the TSSAA because he's not officially a coach with us, but I know he wants to be on the sideline with us, so we got to get it worked out.
There's several of us that want to be at that ball game, and Coach will get into that maybe a little bit later on about the tickets and how you go about doing that. Real quick though, a couple of things. I want to say good morning to Max, and Max hadn't been here in a couple of weeks. He's staying at home because of some of the COVID stuff and everything, and it doesn't have it, but he's staying close to home. And I want to say hello to Max. And last night, a friend of mine, Dr. Ed Beavers, dentist in town, called me and wanted to come to the ball game, and I, because Max couldn't go, I gave Ed Max's ticket that I give Max every year for his birthday. And Ed came and he had on his 19, what did I say?
63 team.
Leather jacket, and he was a senior that year, and no, he was a junior that year. I was still in junior high in the 9th grade. That's the last time that the Tullahoma High School Wildcats won the CTC championship. And he had that jacket on, and he was funny. He was looking at the sleeve down here, pulling on it, and he said, "I'm one moth away from not being able to wear this." But he had, talking about championship teams, there was another Tullahoma High School championship team in the CTC, which we played everybody. We played Murfreesboro Central, and there wasn't any size of school made any difference. You're in the region, you play big, little, small, didn't make any difference.
Right.
And Tullahoma High School won that year. So, but this guy right here, 2 of them in his career here in Tullahoma, which is outstanding.
I'm very fortunate I have lasted this long to have that opportunity again.
Okay, we'll take a quick commercial break, and we'll be back with the first quarter of Tullahoma Maplewood.
It's football time in Tennessee, and nobody tackles the competition like the Russell Barnett Automotive family. With 6 locations to serve you, certified collision center, over 1,000 new and pre-owned vehicles to choose from at russellbarnett.com, hometown auto rental, limited lifetime powertrain warranty on certain units, certified pre-owned units. Too many reasons to mention why. Keep asking the question, why buy anywhere else?
As football is a tradition in our community, so is Stroop's Accurate Refrigeration. We were here then, we are here now, serving our community for over 45 years. Continue the winning combination, Stroop's Accurate Refrigeration for the win. Call 455-8757, the name you can trust.
Serving you as a local firefighter.
Proudly served our country in the United States Air Force.
Serving Tullahoma.
Helping our kids.
Hi, I'm Terry Stroop. Your comfort is our service. We'd like to thank Tullahoma for the privilege of serving your heating and cooling needs.
If you're looking for a branding solution, Molly Dixon welcomes you to LogoWare, where your business, school, athletic team, nonprofit, family group, and other organizations can get your logo or message displayed with silk screening up to 10 colors and embroidery up to 15 colors on everything from caps to socks and all the inner and outer wear in between, plus backpacks, luggage, duffel bags, handbags, and purses. All work is done locally, in-house, on nationally branded product from Nike, Eddie Bauer, New Era, Carhartt, North Face, Russell Outdoors, and many more. So simply, why should you entrust the branding of your business or organization to a stranger on the internet when you can spend your money with a local business that offers competitive pricing and local professional service? For the answer to this question, Molly invites you to visit her at LogoWare, 401 South Washington Street, Tullahoma, 931-222-4103. Jeff and Jay Dameron ask you to visit the Dameron Brothers stores, the short stop on the Manchester Highway, and Brothers Local Market on Clement Drive. Both offer great food and beverages, household goods, supplies, BP fuel, and with a courteous staff and clean environment. There is a Brothers Reward program in place at both stores. Brothers Local Market also offers non-ethanol fuel and will soon have a spirit pump where a percentage of the sales will be donated to Farrah School. And don't forget the fresh baked donuts, muffins, and other bakery items. Jeff and Jay invite you to take advantage of and enjoy the products and services at their locally owned stores, where your dollars grow the local economy and support local needs. Short stop on Highway 55, Manchester Highway, Brothers Local Market at the corner of Clement Drive and Old Winchester Highway.
Get your news first, fast, and free with your news leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Local weather, sports, community calendar events, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Get it first, fast, and free with News Leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
Last night, Jaquez Elliott, one of those unsung seniors that plays a pivotal backup role for us all season long. He has done a great job and has played in every ball game. He's the one that gives us the ability to, when we have somebody that needs to come out of the ball game in the line, he's able to give us that next body. He and Garrett Harris have been crucial. Last night, both of them are starting because the two starting offensive guards, Tyrell Mitchell and Ian Poe, are both out on this ball game. And as you can know from the score, our offense didn't miss a lick. So it tells you how good they are. We tried to take a shot at them here right off the bat and needed to lay the ball to the outside just a little more. Don't know if we could have caught it, but you know, we just didn't want them to catch it. We're good with an incompletion. We'd like to have the completion, but we can live with that incompletion just to get them backed off. And you'll see what I'm talking about here in just a second.
Yep.
That was Jackson Sheffield for 5 yards, and now we've got them backed off, so we throw the quick screen, and Jacob Dixon just barely stepped on the line right there.
He might have gone all the way.
He would have been in a foot race.
And Jackson Sheffield, watch Jackson tonight because he has a good ball.
He does. I think he carried it 6 times for about 65 yards and 2 TDs. And right here, Ryan Scott finds Brody Melton down the seam. And so we have scored, and we're going to be
Less
up
than a minute.
7-0. And if I remember right, I don't know, 11-19, so 41 seconds. And so good way to start the game.
Yes, it is. They gave it to us.
We knew that we wanted to get off on a quick start. And this play right here, that's the kickoff going into the end zone that we just missed.
And that happened again last night, over and over.
Yeah, it has all year long. You see good speed. You don't outrun number 9 very often. And I thought last night maybe he got sucked down inside, but he was right where he was supposed to be. The young man just outran us. And,
I figured that they would use him more than they did. That's a big old boy.
He is. They try to take a shot here, and Landon Fouch in pretty good position. Had taken a really good pass to get that one in there.
He's a bunch bigger, but that reminded me of some of the similarities between this and the old Pearl Cone teams.
Mm-hmm.
Run one and fling it.
That's correct. Justin Scott there and Jacob Dixon on the tackle for a short gain.
I don't think that young man's used to being caught from behind like that.
Well,
he was surprised.
I just know that, you know, they're athletic. You'll see flashes of it from time to time. You can tell how fast they are when they close on the ball sometimes.
Now, like you say, they have some really good-looking kids skill-wise, but they just didn't have any interior.
I think they only had 5 linemen on their roster.
That's tough.
Yeah. So we have to take over in great field position, the 42-yard line. And Ryan, very fortunate to get that one completed as he and Jacoby hit feet and trips Ryan. Pick up 8 on the play as Jacob Dixon, with Joe Dixon blocking for him. Jacoby breaks the first tackle and goes and gets the first down.
You know, when the first guy sees him, he ought to just go ahead and whiff and get out of the way, because I don't know that the first guy ever tackles him.
I hadn't put anything on it, but it would be interesting to see how many more yards he has after first contact.
A lot.
Because it would be a lot. And offense moving the ball at will right here, and Jacoby not going to score this time, as I made one cut right there. If he'd have cut it back to the inside instead of to the outside, he might have got it in the end zone, but he will score on this next play.
He's basically scored at least one touchdown every game he's been in.
Yes, I think this is his 18th touchdown on the year right here, and that's in 9 games, or 8 games, 8 games. And so anyway, offense is doing exactly what it needs to do. Defense is doing what it needs to do. Special teams is doing what it needs to do. So you don't really have anything to complain about at this moment in time.
Those two good-looking people.
I don't know how they sneak in there.
That's the Olives.
That is the Olives. And we are putting it in the end zone again. And lots of white shirts being drawn to that football. You like to see that, where there's 4 or 5 of them there. And DJ Delahaye, he's on to scoop it up. He's on to make you blow it dead.
Yeah.
He wasn't going to take a chance that we were sitting there watching a lateral lay there on the ground. So anyway, it's 3rd and long, and we're in good position all the way around. Jacoby calls for a fair catch, and the young man obviously didn't see call for the fair catch, so we get 15 more yards. Sometimes you just got to get your breath before you get up. Good job there by Garrett Harris and company, JT Taylor there at center. Jaquez Elliott's the other guard tonight, and then our 2 tackles.
Great.
Our Caden
Great
Bradford
run.
and
Look at this
Logan
run.
Crouch and Jackson running with authority there. And that's the way he ran last week. I think a light bulb has turned on for him. And he'll run it in right here.
He doesn't quit.
Look at him just battle. He's got really strong legs, and he battles his way into that end zone behind that offensive line. And Justice Chadwick with DJ Delahaye holding, Reagan Tomlin snapping. And there's not even 7 minutes gone in the game. We're up 21-0. Now it's just a matter of trying to get to 35 so that the clock will run in the second half.
Right.
And then get your other players playing. And let some that have practiced all year long have a chance to have a little fun.
And don't get anybody hurt.
And try not to get anybody hurt. I mean, that becomes the crucial thought right now.
See, that's a big old boy right there.
Good run right there. We don't do a very good job tackling. Finally, Seth Cullum gets him down.
Seth Cullum, the defensive end's downfield 20 yards to make that tackle.
I think he missed him the first time. Decided to come back and get him again.
He never quits.
We do a little better right there. Colton Proctor getting the play last night because of the injury to Owen Stroop. And he and Justin will wrap them up right here. Justin's really improved, and
you had a great ball.
He can accelerate himself when he figures out where the ball's going. I think I've heard Mr. Chastain and Ken Keller refer to him as the missile, because he can be moving laterally and all of a sudden figure out where the ball's going and accelerate and get going. We miss him right there, but two safeties and the nickel converge on him there. There's DJ, Will Parton, and Colton Proctor all end up right there and stop them well short of first down. Jacoby will get this one, and thought he might have a chance right there. He just, if he could have gotten past that dude and made that cut back to the inside, he would have scored, but they do a good job of tackling.
Well, they're
there.
quick too. They have some good skill players on the team.
And we're going to come out throwing the ball, and Brian's going to pull it down, and he'll slide down here instead of taking any licks
Smart
on the
boy.
night.
He looked like a base runner last night.
Yeah.
Did he play baseball?
He does. He is a baseball player.
Well, he knows how to slide
baseball,
into second, doesn't he?
Basketball and football. He plays 3 sports. And he's going to read it right
again.
there.
It is. I know. You're not going to hit me.
Good
Smart.
job there. And we try to run Jacob Dixon wide, thinking that we'd get him up inside. Jacob does an awesome job just getting back to the line of scrimmage. He may get a half yard or something there, but that was just an awesome job. They did a good job there. If you'll notice, we don't go back running back outside much anymore. We just don't run it straight at them because that's where they're struggling. Our offensive lineman versus their defensive front, that's where the mismatch is. And when we blow it and let somebody come through, our running backs have done a great job at avoiding people. And we are just marching it down the field there with Jackson Sheffield. First quarter comes to an end. We're up 21-0, and we're back in position to score again.
Donut. Doing good, Coach. How's your donut this morning?
My donut has been very good.
Your donut's gone.
I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to eat the second one or not, or whether I need to. I know what I need to do is not.
For you folks watching right now, I know that Mark Moran out at his place out there, if you haven't gotten a Boston butt, after this show's over, go on out there because I'm sure they'll have a couple left. Usually do.
I know they cooked 160 last night, all night long, and anyway, my truck smelled really good by the time I dropped mine off.
So, they're $35 a piece, and this is a big fundraiser for the quarterback club. And this year hopefully we're gonna go deeper into the playoffs, and that takes money. You got. At least we're not traveling.
That's
it would
correct.
have taken more money would we be traveling, but if we do well, we get to play here for quite a while. So what we'll do right now, take a quick commercial break. We're up what now? 21-0.
21-0.
First half, first quarter. We'll be back with the second quarter.
Hey folks, Marty Scott here, Hometown Auto Sales. Been doing business in Tullahoma for 32 years. A lot of you know me. We've had the car lot for about 15 years now. You probably didn't know. We've had a body shop for 12 years. Most of the time, friends, family, other car dealers is all that we cater to. Well, now we're going to expand a little bit. We've got a new frame machine. We've got some new equipment. We're going to be opening up for the public to be able to suit your needs the same way as we did through the years. We're over here on 513 East Carroll. So folks, y'all come out and see me. We've got Connor Austell here, will take care of you in the front. Then we got Chris Tinsley over here, take care of you in the back, and I'll do all your frame straightening and anything that you need. So folks, y'all come out and see me. Telephone number is 455-4733. Look forward to serving you. And as always, we give a little special deal to the vets and the seniors. Y'all have a good day.
Here in Tullahoma, we're very fortunate to have Builders Plumbing and Electric to serve all of our plumbing and electric needs.
Come see us while we have a short break at Builders Plumbing and Electric.
We're also fortunate to have Builder Supply, where we can get all the lumber to do any project we have around the house.
Come see us at Builder Supply.
Dr. Colin Bills, board-certified orthopedic surgeon and sports medicine-trained physician of Tenova Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, is on the THS sidelines to support the athletes. When orthopedic care is needed, whether by a student-athlete or a weekend warrior, Dr. Colin Bills is available to you. He's accepting new patients at his Jackson Medical Plaza office just down the street from Tullahoma High School. Special precautions are in place at the hospital and his clinic office to keep you safe from COVID-19. Go Wildcats!
Get your news first, fast, and free with your news leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Local weather, sports, community calendar events, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Get it first, fast, and free with News Leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
All right, second down short, 15-yard line.
We could take the top off of this thing right here.
And Jackson's only get, I was wrong. I was thinking we gave the ball to Jackson right there. It must be coming up as we tried to go back to the bubble screen there. They've actually changed their coverage now. They've gone to a man-free coverage. But that leaves them short on how many people are in the box, and Jackson Sheffield from 15 yards out powers his way into the end zone.
He's got that.
Breaking tackles. I think he's beginning to remind me of an old running back over at Coffee County named Elam. That boy, once he could smell that end zone, he was hard to keep out of there.
He lacks a pound or two, though.
He lacks quite a bit compared to that. I'm just talking about the way that that he attacks people once he gets close to that end zone. They lined up with not enough men on the line of scrimmage. And this gentleman right here, we had him hemmed in, and he comes back out the back door, and Landon Fouch makes the tackle there.
Landon's had a good season.
Landon's going to be a really good football player. He has played well for last year and this year. Got to play a lot last year as a sophomore. And great job, Jalen. Somehow or another they complete that pass, but that's a great job by Jalen Newsome there. I thought Jalen beginning to look like his old self. He really put the pressure on him several times, and I think he'll make the play. But right there, if you watch 77, he's blowing up the middle of that line.
Yeah.
And good to see that.
His dad sits, and mom and dad sit down in front of me. It's funny to listen to them, listen to Dad. One time Jalen didn't do something, Dad said, "I'm gonna make you walk home," and I said, I'll take you home. He said, "Well, you'll have to feed him, and you don't want to have to do that."
I think right here is watch him. I'm telling you, he is giving them fits right now.
Yes, sir, buddy.
And
at that point right there, I looked at him and said, "You're not gonna make that boy walk home." He just smiled real big.
Justin Scott, he's in position to block the punt. Punter pulls it down. Seth Cullum makes the tackle.
It just doesn't get a whole lot better than that, John.
You know, great job by the defense. That's 2 weeks in a row that they've given us a really short field off punt game.
Look at that! Look at that! Quick!
Kobe Thomas takes it all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
Which would you rather have, quick or fast? Or both?
Both. Justin Scott, and running the only way he knows how, and that's full speed.
Straight on.
Run over people. He's not going to dodge anybody. So Justin Scott, Coach Shaw And Coach Caleb Olive, I think, had something worked out last night that they wanted to reward Justin Scott for, he starts for us on defense for the last 2 years. He's our defensive leader this year, and had a messed up hand early on, so he had to wear a cast through the first 7 ball games. And so it's only been in the last 2 weeks that he started being able to carry a football. And so it was good to see Justin have success there.
I was hoping he was a junior.
And they gained about 8 on us there as we couldn't quite close on him. And I want to say that I do appreciate our band and Justin Scott. You can hear them throughout this tape playing in the background, and they stand the whole ball game down there in the darkness of behind the end zone.
Down by the baseball field.
Yeah, but the noise, the music, I call it noise. To me, it's what creates the environment.
Sure.
And so anyway, I appreciate them doing this, and hopefully they'll be able to continue doing it here all the way through the month of November. And then finally, maybe the band will get to take a trip.
We'll take them all the way to Cookville.
That's correct. And he showed me a trophy last night that their boosters had done.
The COVID trophy?
The COVID trophy and mask.
I thought that was great.
And so anyway, I thought it was really good. Glad they were having a good time.
Slick. You put bacon grease all over his uniform before he goes out there. They just slide off of it.
Sometimes it looks that way. Got a lot of backups in the ball game right now, and that's good. We're in the second quarter, and you're able to play backups. We still have DJ Dillahay on the field as he starts on the defensive side of the ball, but anyway,
we don't miss a beat when he's in there.
No, he's played well, and here he goes.
Watch this. This is his play right here.
And I'm telling you, when they're chasing him, he's faster than when he's chasing somebody else. I said something to him last night about it, and had a couple of young linemen that forgot to stay in the game. And,
where y'all been?
So anyway, that'll be the one adjustment we make at halftime is how we're going to do special teams with backup players doing them instead of the frontline guys.
So it's 42-0 with 3.5 minutes left in the first half. Cruise control.
This year down at Lincoln County, I think that was the first time I've ever been around a team that scored 49 points in a half. And lo and behold, we're getting ready to get close to it again. We're going to score 48 instead of 49.
I totaled everything up last night, and we have scored, I forget what it was, 368 points, and our people against us have scored 93. We've scored 40.4 points a game, and they've scored 10.5.
This is a
50. We're averaging over 40 points.
This is a really, really good football team. Brandon Painter there making the plays, and Brandon wears number 8. He earned the right to wear that jersey, as he is just a outstanding hard worker, and whatever he's asked to do, he goes and does it. Hunter Parks, senior that contributes on all the special teams, and he has become a defensive end. He had been a linebacker, but we're a little short at defensive end, and moved Hunter there during the season, and he's now playing a role there at defensive end, backing up Seth and Tyreek. And I believe this will be Brandon Painter right here.
Yeah.
Running the football, and they're on tackling about the 3.
That was nice.
And then Brandon will run it again right here.
He carries himself very well. He's comfortable.
Touchdown for Brandon Painter.
Good for him. And you just told me, or reminded me, that that's Wesley's brother. Wesley played with my son Jacob the last time this Wildcats were undefeated.
That's correct. Grant Chadwick there was attempting the PAT, and we miss it. So even though the scoreboard said 49 there, they'll get it corrected and make it 48.
But that's still 48 to nothing in the first half of a football games. Pretty incredible.
Yeah, 7 touchdowns and a half. And it's not your first teamers out there.
No.
Our first teamers haven't played since the 7-minute mark. On the offensive side of the ball, the first teamers haven't played since the 7-minute mark of the second quarter. So, pretty incredible.
Yes, it is.
And that's halftime. And, you know, we know that this game is over. We just got to get out of it. We're not going to put starters back out on the field if we can help it at any position. I think Jackson goes in and plays linebacker for a series just to get some repetition there. He's the next linebacker up. And we're going to just try to enjoy the evening. We'll have a running clock when we come back, so this show will be a lot shorter because it's on to go quick in the third and fourth quarters.
Well, I want to tell you, now look at here. Look what I've got. See this mask right here? Has the Wildcat logo on it right there. Collector's item. 10-0 season on our way to the playoffs. You need to go by the quarterback club booth down there. Speak to Mr. Wilson, get you one of those. I'm saving my ticket, my punched out ticket with all of the games punched out. We'll make a little display of that and have that. If you're a Tullahoma Wildcat football fan, something like that is something that you need to have in your trophy case because this is a trophy season. And I want to remind you, I don't know when my wife's little PSA will be on here, but about Alzheimer's Tennessee. But a suggestion is take your Halloween pumpkin, the ones that you don't cut up and rot, paint them purple. Put them on with your rest of your festive decorations for Thanksgiving and the rest of the fall season. Next month is Alzheimer's month, and for all those people with the dreaded disease of Alzheimer's and dementia, that's a good way you can support that by painting your pumpkin purple. That's 3 P's in a row, Coach. What do you know about that? Say that 5 times fast and see what you get. You'll get this commercial break right here.
Ah, the glory days. Running to daylight on the gridiron and chasing a ball with a mind of its own. Cheering the team to victory and marching to the beat of your own drum. Memories that last a lifetime. But sometimes we're reminded of our glory days in ways we'd rather forget. Get back in the game.
The rehab team at Life Care Center of Tullahoma is ready to help you live and play well.
Donuts. Tasty. Donuts.
Daddy Billy's Deli Bar and Grill has been open at 119 Northwest Atlantic Street in Tullahoma for over 40 years, serving up good times and great food. The inside is now a non-smoking facility and had a great outdoor patio area with a covered stage, a fire pit, and a second bar where smoking is allowed. The food remains great at Daddy Billy's, from burgers to paninis, salads, wings, with new items being added all the time. Great sides from onion straws, flat fried potatoes, and Tullahoma's only corn salad. Music and sports are important at Daddy Billy's with jam night every Wednesday night, bands and players on the weekends, and big screen TVs all over the place to watch sports. Daddy Billy's is now open Monday through Saturday and closed on Sunday. As a non-smoking venue inside, all ages are welcome to enjoy the food and fun at Daddy Billy's. With a great selection of domestic, imported, and local craft beers, a full liquor and wine selection, and the best food around, there is no reason for you not to be part of the good times at Daddy Billy's, 119 Northwest Atlantic Street, downtown Tullahoma. Get your news first, fast, and free with your news leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Local weather, sports, community calendar events, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Get it first, fast, and free with News Leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
Wildcat fans, it's time for your Tullahoma Band. These awesome musicians are excited to play for you tonight, so get on your feet, make some noise, and sing along as we kick things off with the Beatles classic, Hey Jude. Released the same year as Hey Jude, this Mason Williams hit 1968. We hope you enjoy the classical gas. This next tune has transcended time and geography to secure its status as one of the most recognizable classical works. We hope you enjoy the harmonies of Pachelbel's Canon and D.
What instrument? Adeline, trombone? Adeline, play trombone. Adeline, play, say you want to play trombone. Adeline, say trombone. Adeline, say trombone.
of the same foundation as Cracker Bell's Cannon. Put your hands together for this mashup of Hook by Booty Scratcher, Basket Case by Green Day, and Party in the USA by Miley Cyrus.
When your family suffers the loss of a loved one, the caring and compassionate staff at Tullahoma Funeral Home and Coffee County Funeral Chapel are standing by to assist you in every way possible. We are proud to support local industry and offer only Batesville caskets. Many funeral homes don't own or operate a crematory. We utilize the only crematory in Coffee County. Your loved one never leaves Coffee County. We can accommodate any need and any budget. Consider our complete pre-need service to remove this burden from your family during their time of grief. Lock in today's low costs and protect from inflation. Tullahoma Funeral Home and Coffee County Funeral Chapel. Our family caring for your family.
Attention, attention! Tullahoma and surrounding areas? Spinelli's Pizzeria is now open at 121 Northwest Atlantic Street in downtown Tullahoma. They specialize in Philadelphia-style pizzas that you can order by the pie or by the gigantic slice. Spinelli's also has great sandwiches with breads imported from Philly, loaded stromboli, salads, and desserts. They are open from 11 a.m. until 3 a.m. with delivery every day. So stop by Spinelli's and get a slice.
At Minuteman Press, we can handle all of your design, print, and promotional needs. But did you know that we can print on so much more than just paper? We can help you with your outdoor advertising, such as posters and banners, even lawn signs and flags. We'll make sure all of your employees are dressed in custom branded apparel. Promotional items are a great way to keep your name in front of customers and attract new ones. Did you know that 89% of consumers can recall the advertiser of a promotional product they had received over the past 2 years? At Minuteman Press, we have the expertise to handle your entire direct mail campaign. Why direct mail? Because 65% of consumers have made a purchase because of direct mail advertising, and 39% have tried a business for the first time as a result of direct mail. So we will show you the best way to generate results for your marketing and advertising campaigns. At Minuteman Press, we design, print, and promote you. Contact us today to find out how we can help your business.
The choices we make today will impact tomorrow. Choosing natural gas today is the responsible energy choice for your home, your family, and our environment. Almost all natural gas we use is produced right here in North America. And with plentiful gas reserves, we can enjoy a safe and reliable energy future. Natural gas. The comfortable and responsible energy choice for today and tomorrow.
Brought to you by Elk River Public Utility District.
Hi, I'm Fran Gray with Alzheimer's Tennessee. When you receive a diagnosis of Alzheimer's disease for yourself or someone you love, please know that you do not have to go through this journey alone. Alzheimer's Tennessee is here for you to provide support and education, all the help you may need to get through this challenge. Our number is 931-434-2348. We encourage you to give us a call. We're here to help.
Get your news first, fast, and free with your news leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Local weather, sports, community calendar events, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Get it first, fast, and free with News Leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
Maplewood's choice, and they will choose the football. Grant Chadwick kicking off this time, and we get him out of bounds over there about the 33-yard line.
You'll see a few numbers you know and a whole lot of them you don't.
Yeah, and there's going to be some that I may not know. As our freshmen, some of the freshmen just got jerseys assigned to them. That's a freshman making the tackle right there, Ethan Hargrove, number 87. But if I mess up on the numbers, you'll just have to forgive me, as we're going to play some young men that have not played in a varsity football game.
Now, who is number 10 out here?
Jackson Hamlin.
Jackson Hamlin.
And they fumble the football right there, and Cam Robinson comes up with it. And you want to see something right here. Watch this backup offensive line right here. Watch the surge. You think they came out of the locker room ready to play?
My goodness.
I mean, they get some movement. They get on people. That's Jonathan Southern right there leading up in there and picking him one out and getting on him. You watch them.
Wow.
And Brandon Painter scores his second touchdown of the night. But it was, I mean, you know, it was exciting to see. It was exciting to see those guys. We get a high snap there, and Wade Collins is doing the holding on that one. And so
it's 54-0.
Yeah.
And the clock is running.
Got about 5 more or 6 more plays in this quarter. It's not long.
You know, that's some speed right there. That's some quick moving.
Yep. Now, I believe that was Brock Stroop on the tackle over there. And the quarterback tries to keep it out the back door there. Brandon Painter on the tackle.
Look at there. I mean,
Jackson Sheffield there, misses him the first time, comes back and gets him the second time with help from Hunter Parks. Quarterback's on try to keep it and loses his footing there. Tries to cut off, as Coach Shaw points out, tries to cut off his inside foot. He can't do that, and they go for it on 4th down, and it's an incomplete pass there. Jalen Hill, freshman in coverage.
how great it is for those kids to be able to play in a game like this.
Wade Collins, hands off there to Colby Tucker. And it's a little tough right here because we're not going to throw the ball, and they're loading the box up on us now. So life's getting a little bit more difficult for us to make any yardage. And we're not interested in making a lot of yardage. We just, we're wanting to run some plays and run that clock. And but they're closing on us rapidly there, and as both defensive ends are now crashing.
Well, they know nothing else is going to happen but that.
And they end up with the football right there. But that's all right. It would have been their ball anyway, too. So
at the same place. So
yeah,
it really
it's not any big deal. And, we didn't even try to attempt to throw our quick screens. And,
look at there.
We would have had some responses to it if we were still trying. That was Brandon Painter.
Number 8, Mr. Painter. I bet Wesley's smiling.
And there's Brandon again, and that was freshman Evan Tomlin that finished him off.
Yeah, he did.
Number 7, and there's the end of the quarter, so it's 54-0 at the end of the third quarter, and Wildcats are cruising to their 10th win of the year.
Coach, to be honest with you, right then's about when I figured out that you could take care of this without me.
Without you, I understand.
It was starting to get a little chilly around my feet. I was ready to go. But hey, we thank God. There were a lot of people there last night. Start the game off. I mean, as at halftime, a lot of folks left because the ball game obviously was over. As far as whatever else happened at that point, wouldn't affect us in any way going forward.
That's correct.
We'd pretty much sealed our season as an undefeated regular season team, and the rest of it we'll talk about here in a minute. But right now, we'll take a quick commercial break, and we want to thank Deja Blue, Sundrop, and the Sundrop shop down there on Atlantic Street, downtown Tullahoma, for being our water sponsor and the sponsor of a whole lot of things good, not only for the Wildcat football team, but all around town. Thank you, Sundrop, for all you've done for this town for many, many years. We appreciate you very much, and we'll be back with the last quarter of the game right after these messages.
Since 1889, Traders Bank has been helping our neighbors realize their dreams. Whether our customers are looking to put a roof over their heads, try their hand at entrepreneurship, or see themselves behind the wheel of a shiny new car, the folks at Traders Bank have always been ready to dive in with them. Because at Traders, we lend you more than just money. We lend you our good name. Traders Bank, you're welcome.
The Gondola, located at 412 East Carroll Street, is Tullahoma's oldest pizza, pasta, and steakhouse, featuring all kinds of pizzas, calzones, pastas and steaks, chicken, pork, sandwiches, and seafood. Check out their daily specials on Facebook. And don't forget that on Saturdays there's ribs and smoked Boston butts. Add a great variety of appetizers and desserts, and come on in, y'all. Gondola has it all. For carry-out, call 455-9738. That's the Gondola Steakhouse, located at 412 East Carroll Street in Tullahoma.
Are your teeth dull, chipped, stained, or crooked? If so, call the dental practice of Dr. Mike Long. For a wider, brighter, more attractive smile, Dr. Long offers cosmetic dentistry at its best through whitening, bonding, and veneers. Dr. Long also uses laser technology, eliminating anesthesia and drilling. When you are ready to enhance your smile, call Dr. Mike Long, family practice dentistry for 29 years.
Get your news first, fast, and free with your news leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Local weather, sports, community calendar events, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Get it first, fast, and free with News Leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
Maplewood's football. They run a speed sweep, and we missed the tackle there, but he slips down, and they're going to fake it this time. The quarterback's going to try to come out the back door with it. And he fumbles the ball, and they pick it up. And I thought, well, they may just take off running with that one and score.
They gained a yard more.
But defense does well. We take over. You have Wade Collins there at quarterback, and he's handing the ball off to Evan Tomlin.
He's the one who knocked the guy out just a minute ago on defense.
And we hand it to Evan again, and not much room for these running backs.
2, 3, 4, 7 of them standing there. Kind of hard. That's hard sledding right there, Coach.
Yep.
Hard to get uphill.
You know, we're not trying to do anything other than eat up clock.
Get to the locker room.
That was Jalen Hill carrying the football. So 2 freshmen carrying the football there on that last 2 plays. And we're trying to punt the ball here, but we can't get enough people out on the field. So we're going to end up getting a delay of game. And then we're going to end up snapping the ball over the punter's head. And Ethan Hargrove was the punter there, and he tries to recover it. And anyway, they recover it, and we'll take over at the 15-yard line. And I thought our defenders played pretty well right here, as they're still playing against their first offense. And we're going to at least battle. They get it to the 3-yard line there on the first play.
Bow up, boys. Bow up.
And they have a little confusion in their backfield. We're able to hold them to a 1-yard gain. And they're able to put it in. So they have scored, and they'll go for 2, and they'll make this as well. So 54-8 with just around 5 minutes to go in the game. And they're on kickoff to us, and if I remember right, they kick it out of bounds.
Pretty much what they did all night. They hadn't kicked it but one other time, have they?
That's correct.
First kickoff in this.
That's correct.
Kick both of them out of bounds. I would too if I had Jacoby standing back there and the other ones. Mr. Dixon.
Nathan DeLauder playing quarterback, and keeps the ball there and picks up about 1 yard. And he hands off there to
Is that Tim's
Evan.
son?
That is Tim's son. Evan gets back to the line of scrimmage and then get a missed handoff there, and anyway.
They got the ball.
They've got, yeah.
Good hit.
So we'll
At number 7
battle
again.
away.
Ooh, good block.
Ethan Hargrove there on the tackle. And they come right back to the same play. Jake Martin, I think, was the first one to hit him there. And I mean, time's getting down to the nitty gritty here, and they've taken a timeout. There's 2 seconds to go in the game, if I remember right, and they run the quarterback sneak for the score. There's a penalty on the play, but I just told the officials, I said, we'll decline it, give them the touchdown. This ball game's over with.
There you go.
And this season, for the regular season, has come to an end, and now the second season begins.
Well,
and,
give us a little insight on that.
We'll be hosting Stone Memorial this coming Friday, 7 o'clock. On Monday, the parents of our players, band, ROTC, and cheer, and students and faculty will be given a chance to purchase tickets online through GoFan. And we'll put that information out through the quarterback club, through the band boosters, through the cheer, and through ROTC, and throughout our school. We'll have an announcement Monday morning as soon as they send us the link. It'll be midday Monday before we have that link. And the reason I say link is the TSSAA is in control of all tickets, and all tickets will be electronic. If you don't have a smartphone, I hate to tell you, but you cannot get in the gate. There'll be no hard copy tickets. If you have a TSSAA championship card, not a TSSAA card, a TSSAA championship card, it allows one person to come in. A TACA card, Tennessee Athletic Coaches Association card, it allows one person to come in. As of right now, they've not put a limit on that, but according to how many electronic tickets we sell, they will send us and tell us what the limit is on the number of passes that we can allow to walk through the gate. We will do temperature checks. We will ask you to try to sit with family groupings or your friends, wear your mask, do everything that we can to keep this virus from destroying this football season. On Tuesday, be watching, because we will start releasing. As soon as we get the link, the tickets will open up to the general public. We're allowed to sell 1,946 tickets, and that's it.
And does that include the band and everything that's already been
No,
in?
because the band doesn't have to have tickets to come in. All right, so that's the reason. And if you want to thank somebody for creating space, you need to thank a band member, because by them going down and standing in the back of the end zone, it frees up a tremendous amount of our stadium for seating. If they had to be socially distanced up there in the stands, they would eat up 1/3 of the home stands. And because they're willing to go down and be in the end zone, that has allowed us that we don't have to give up those seats, which allows us to sell 1,900 tickets instead of maybe selling 1,400 or 1,500 tickets.
All right, so that all I'm getting at is that 1,900 tickets is
that'll be electronic,
over and above what we had already talked about with the band and the coaches and the days.
Yeah, you don't count your football team, you don't count coaches, you don't count cheerleaders.
Those are for fans.
Those are for fans. People that are down on that field, you do not have to count. People who are up in the stands, we do have to count. And the section ZZ that's down there in the end zone, we can't have that one during the playoff. Everybody has to be in the stands on the outside of a fence separating the players on the field from the general public, which have to be in the stands.
Right.
So there won't be a Section Z this time. All seats have to be purchased electronically through GoFan. Monday we will release it for that grouping that I told you about. Tuesday at noon we will make releases for where for the fans to go to. And this is the same thing going on whoever we're playing. This week at Stone Memorial, hopefully we're going to find a way to win that game, and we're going to be playing again at home the following week. We'd love to be able to find a way to win that game, and then we're going to play again at home on the third week in the state quarterfinals. And again, we'd love to find a way to win, and we would be at home on the Friday after Thanksgiving for the state semifinals. And we would love to win again, and if so, we'll go to Cookeville, Tennessee and play it at 11 o'clock on December the 4th, which is a Saturday, or December the 5th, excuse me, a Saturday, December 5th, 11 a.m. kickoff, Cookeville, Tennessee. That's the goal of this football team, is to be there playing for a gold ball. A lot of information right there. We will be tweeting, we'll be putting it out on Facebook. The school system will be communicating. The booster groups will be communicating. Zach Birdsong will be communicating. Scott Chastain, the Duck. We'll try to get all the people out that can put that out. Now, this is the situation with us being able to show these games on TV. The game as a replay is a definite. We will have replay. You'll have the fifth quarter show replay. You will have the replay on Channel 23 by TUA. What we don't know is about showing live. TUA has stepped up and said that they're willing to pay the monies to show it live. And so our plans are to show it live. But there's some exceptions to the rules, and I'm not going to try to get into all that right now. Just know that TUA approved this past week at their board meeting the money to allow our community to watch the game live. It also means that our student group will be going out and recontacting businesses about if you're interested in having an ad. It'll be the same cost as what they've been charging, and again, the ad monies go to the high school. A percentage of it goes to the athletic department. A percentage of it goes to the digital arts and the marketing courses up there to help them pay for some stuff that they're trying to do. So it's a way that you can help those classes and the athletics department.
And the TSSAA doesn't get that money.
They don't get that money. They get the fee money. And this show right here has to pay a fee. TUA has to pay a fee, and the TSSAA gets the majority of that fee.
That money.
All right, so that's how this stuff works, and that Light Tube is planning on showing it live, but we can be removed from having the ability to do that. And there's an organization called NFHS that is a National Federation of High Schools that has its own network. And if they pick up our game, then nobody else can show it live except them. Then you can pay them to watch it if you want to stay at home and watch it through NFHS.
Right.
We don't think this first game will be picked up by NFHS, but we don't know that and we won't know that. But we will try to get word out to you, all the different venues that we have available to you. The Duck will be carrying it on the radio as well. So there's a lot of different venues. We're trying to make it to where our fan base can watch this game. We know the COVID's all around us, and there are certain people like Max that are not comfortable right now because of how it is and don't want to be in a public situation. We'd love to have it where you're able to stay at home and watch this on Friday night at your house without you having to worry about, am I going to bump into somebody that's got COVID?
Right, and we appreciate TUA for stepping up and doing that.
Absolutely, and as a community, you need to let those people know that. You need to let John and Jimmy know here how much, because they're going to show you the replay regardless. We'll have the replay.
And that's a check that we have to write for every game.
That's correct.
And we told our sponsors in the beginning that because of this season, us not knowing, usually we charge $600 for the whole season, $60 a game. Well, we didn't know how many games with the COVID we were going to play. So I told our sponsors, we just charge per game. And we will continue to do that on through the playoffs. If anybody wasn't a sponsor and wants to jump on right now, give me a call or a text or an email, and you can get in on it right now, because we're, like you say, we have a second season to play. We do have a second season. We hope that you'll be a part of the second season. Do. I want it to be an exciting place to be. I thought that last Friday night versus Nolensville had that playoff type environment. I thought last night we had another great environment there. Quick question before we finish. All right. Nolensville beat Marshall County. How does that affect us down the road? Well, and I'm strictly making a guess here. Okay, this is what I expect to happen. I expect that if we win, that there's a good possibility that we'll see Marshall County the next week at our place. Could be Macon County. I've seen both of them, one of them in person. I've seen both of them on film. So they play against each other. They play each other at Macon County. Okay. All right. The following week, we're either going to get DeKalb County, who put us out of the playoffs last year, or we're going to get Nolensville again in the state quarterfinals. Yes. And then in the semifinals, if I was taking a guess, just based on talking to people in East Tennessee, I think the winner of the Anderson County Elizabethton, I think that'll be your state quarterfinals. Greenville may sneak in there and be a quarterfinalist, but Elizabethton's the defending state champions. They are coached by Sean Whitten, whose grandfather, Dave Ryder, was the longtime coach up there, and whose Sean's brother, who's a little bit more famous than he is Jason Whitten. Yeah. And they're both from Elizabethton. Dallas Cowboys. Yeah. So anyway, that would be exciting to be able to host all those games here in town. But it's also costly for us to keep it on TV for you, and we'd appreciate anything you do to support us on Friday night and support these people that are trying to let you see the games, whether it be in replay or in live. And thank you, Coach, for what you've done, your staff, your boys, your young men. And we need to mention this real quick. Yes. Next weekend, on Saturday, November the 7th, the Run, Walk, and Ruck Legacy takes place. This is the Eli Grove Foundation, Legacy Foundation. You have the creamery that's here locally that makes the gelato and some other things. But anyway, the whole goal is to build a training center for the youth of Tullahoma. And everything, there's not any of us that can write that check. But if all of us buy some Legacy Creamery products, all of us, I'm going to be doing this show next week, I hope, good Lord willing. I won't be able to run, walk, or ruck, but I will sponsor somebody to run, walk, or ruck. Right. All of us can make little donations, and if we all pitch in with a little donation, maybe that equals a whole lot of money here in 2 or 3 years, and we can break ground and start building the first section of that training center. So anyway, support the Legacy Run, Walk, or Ruck. I go over there every Friday or Saturday or Sunday and get about 5 of these. It's horrible. It's so good. How can something be horrible and so good at the same time? But it helps with those pandemic pounds, and it helps for a good cause. So with all those things said, folks, we're going to let you go right now. If you have any problem figuring out how to get your ticket, just give them a call at the high school. Give me a call. I don't know if I can help you. I can't figure out how to get mine. So we'll see you next week on the field. And thank you very much for your support, you sponsors. You want to jump on in? We're right here. Jump on. The water's fine. See you next time.